folks, and welcome back to the C. What do we have on the show today? We have another board out of the 3 from Mr. David. This one is really crusty. She is a 6.1, my favorite, with a note on the bag that says, I use this board with a warp engine to run my 3-line BBS, had a 6-disc changer on the rear SCSI port, ran until 97. So just a couple years ago it worked. All packed up, put away. At some point I heard about leaky battery issue and snipped it. At the time there wasn't any damage, so I put it back in storage. Little did I know that the acid was starting its work. 5 years ago, around 2020, I got my Amiga out of storage and found this. I sent 3 of these computers, the one I fixed, and the one more, to Rod in Florida for repair. He had them for 2 years. And in Thanksgiving, I went and collected it, and now you have it. I know there are no promises, and I hope this isn't a long-term repair, if repair is even possible. I installed an AMD SCSI controller chip and 321 ROMs in the ROM tower before shipping them to you. In a previous life, I snipped off the zip tie that was holding down the ROM tower so I can pull it out and put diagram in. I have my ROM tower from a 6, and wrote on it so I know which way's front and back, and it goes like that. Op amp from a previous repair that didn't need it. And here we are. So, battery damage. Let's take a peek. There you go. We got a bullet hole. And she's still, she's flaky. Oh yeah. Hooper's hooch. That's Mr. Chris Hooper himself there. Sent me this bottle, and him and Stefan a long time ago. So we got some leakage under Denise, of course. Paula, of course. And flip-flops of the amber system. Wonderful. Rev6s are a real pain in the ass because, ooh, they suck. They have ROM towers because the ROMs are goofy, and just a lot of weird crap that goes on. Oh my goodness, this is ate up. Yeah, one of the hex inverters took a hit. Every Amiga's a mystery. Their story's a mystery.
You never know what you're going to get.
This went right down through to the fiberglass. She's really crusty in there. CPU socket's got some white cocaine on there. I don't know what this is, but it's like it's hard, and it's literally like some kind of like crazy cocaine dust. I don't understand how they get this way. They all do. Maybe it's some corrosion of the socket, or dust lays in there a certain way, and you just get this white powder of weirdness. So much so, I'm going to take Mona's toothbrush here I took out of the bathroom and just give the socket a light brushing. Why are you worried about the CPU socket, Chris? Because it does tie in bus-wise to the rest of the board. And if there's ever like anything in there that was crossing 2 pins, you could cause yourself some weirdness. So that looks 2% better. So Buster's been cut open. Yep. Buster's been delidded for some reason. I don't want to take that off. That's not good for thermal. There's no ceramic left. Maybe to take the heat away from the chip, the wicking of it. The center of the actual chip with all the wires that go out. Interesting. Don't know if that works. CPU is crusty. We're going to alcohol that. And I'm going to hit that with, again, Mona's toothbrush ever so lightly. See, the ROM tower socket is cracked and it's missing its outer plastic, so I don't know if that's going to hold. We're going to remove that here anyway. We're going to put my diagram in. Let's plug it in and give it a test. Power turn on might help. Can I reach the power? And let's see what we get. Probably nothing. I'm watching this light. It's stuck in low. Yeah, stuck in low with nothing. We got an 8 on the screen. That's just buffer for me doing this X backspace 8. Yeah. We're going to get the thermal master out and just take a peek just to see if we can see anything getting warm or anything. We got some pals heating up here. We got auto temperature finding there. That's cool. Delete, 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 delete. That's randomly finding temperatures itself. Paula's heating up, but Denise, not a lot. We got Agnes getting warm, Denise getting warm. Glue Logic for the vidiots. You can see them nice and bright there. These two are dead. Clock, nothing. The Glue Logic is warm, and we have one 244 up here. We got a good Gary. We got a no DMAC, like a barely anything DMAC. CIAs are warm. Resistor pack. One of the reset lines is warm. The other two are coming up to temperature. Well, the crystal is excruciatingly hot. The crystal is over 100 degrees. This Buster no top is dead to the world. And Ramsey is nothing. And the 4 buffers for the RAM are okay. Fast RAM, ice cold, not a nothing. And Paula and Denise actually have some life. The clock chip, no. With that, let's put this camera away before I lose it, because it is the world's smallest thermal camera. You are awesome, and you help me save amigas.
God damn, that boy can sing.
You must be crazy.
He good.
You must be crazy.
All these parts and tools that I use are linked in the description below. I am not an affiliate. This is not a sponsor. Just sharing with you what I use. So, we got nothing. It's great. It's great. I'm going to pop Denise out because she looks like, oh my. Oh my. I can't pop Denise out, so I have to remove the power supply. Godfather's light. Daughter board. To get in the side of this chip, though. Oh my. It's bonded. It is bonded to the socket. Let's try Paula. Oh man. Oh man. I'm just gonna alcohol the chip. Just a little bit of alcohol is better than just to move it up and down. Oh my. There we go. Oh my. Yeah. Look, I don't know. Alright, so this socket's been cleaned, I think. But we got some line damage here. Believe it or not, amber doesn't look too bad. Nothing, a little scrub can't help. This is not a fiberglass pen. This is going to do nothing, I'm sure. This looks okay, but it's been scrubbed on before because I can see marks of corrosion. Inside is very crusty. This still won't matter. It's not going to do anything. Nope. I do get a video signal. We get nothing on serial. That means Paula TX, RX are probably broke, or the chips up here, or the glue logic that you need here, or the Gary, or the Agnes. Agnes, Gary, Paula, 244, 245, some serial logic back here, and the reset bus is all you need to get diagram to work on serial. And
this chick is toast.
Batteries do weird things. The Buster concerns the shit out of me. I might just replace it because it's delidded and just gone. I'm just getting the buffer overflow of, I got a P, well, I mean, on the screen. So diagram doesn't work. Could it be the ROM sockets that are cracked? Yes, it could be. Could be a lot of things. Yeah.
Shit!
Crap, I'm supposed to be off. This one's so effed, I'm half tempted to take this other board and take a peek at it. This is a 9. This one looks a lot better shaped than that thing. Nope, not the, well, not the Buster. Squirting the chips down with deoxit so I can get them the hell out of there. Swap them to this board. The Buster I'm going to have to replace. That thing's gone. There's a big piece of metal that just came out of the Ramsey. Ramsey 04 for no DMA. Ramsey. Gary.
Who is this Gary character?
Unobtainium DMAC. Agnes. CIA. CIA. Scuzzy. Denise is effed. Paula. Or Denise, sorry. Paula is, and good enough. Not worried about this RAM, not worried about this RAM. This RAM will go in this board in a bit. Don't need amber, not worried about it, and I'll have to replace the Buster. Here's the board of 3rd. It's been cleaned for the most part. What the hell is going on my phone? We're gonna start putting this girl back together. Internal 25 FPU on and something underneath of it. Weird. Who knows? Let's get ready to rumble. Energize. Low and no. Go figure. Nothing happens. Da, 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 da. But it's shit start 204. We don't know the condition of those ROMs. Let's get them out of there with the Jonard IC extractor. Came out way too easy. Came out way too easy. Keep them in the order they were removed because I'll forget. Okay, so from another death repair board, that was supposed to be simple. We're going to grab diagram 2, which is the brand new one. 2 dead boards of dead. So this one doesn't do shit. This one's just as bad as the other one. Stuck in low and no. They're all dead. 1 buffer, click like normal. Same thing. You don't need amber to run this. It'll just run in RGB regular mode off the original Vidiot, not the 31 kilohertz. We don't know if Paula's bad. We don't know if Denise is bad. Probably. It's so crusty and black. We don't know if this board works at all because there's no serial. Diagram requires a couple chips for serial, and we don't know the status of them. This is all preliminary. What do you do when you get a busted 3000 on eBay before you send it to me? 2, checking fuses. 3, alright. In between RGB and VGA. Fuses all have continuity, which means they're fusing, or they're fried together, but as long as it's passing, it's passing. Don't feel like working on this right now, I'll tell you what. It's been a long couple days on 3000s. What's the bottom of this board look like? Oh, shit. Must have been one of the ones that was being worked on. I don't know. Which one do I dump time into? A non-ROM tower board? Oh. It's never going to work because you forgot to put the freaking pounds in, you dumb asshole. I'm so stupid, I forgot the pounds. I know you're yelling at the TV. Look, bing, bing, bing. I forgot them. Do we? Holy shit, I got diagram. We got a weird diagram. It says diagram 2, so I have no idea how this is going to work. Dog turds are smelly. I don't know. Look, I get a little loony at the end of the day. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. This is the better board anyway, because that's 6. Alright, let's do this again. That's weird. Not worried about it. That's Denise and Paula F's. This is important. This is the new diagram. Bingo. I don't know what's going on there. I got mouse. Let's do IRQ first. Good. Like that, John. Very good job. Let me turn this so you can see it. IRQ test done. CIAs. We are in PAL. I jumpered it 68031 mega chip because I only have 1 mega chip populated. It's fine. Okay, good. They tested. Let's do the experimental. Whoops. What happened there? CIA 3. Okay, so this doesn't have it. CIA test. Test CIAs is experimental. That doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Graphics test. Low res picture. Got Denise 320 by this never works. And hoses the machine. Test the reset bus. We have reset bus. These colors are wild, dude. It's like Adventure on Atari 2600. Where was that busted ass Buster? Graphics test. I can't do that. I can do scroll. Cool. And we can do raster. Perfect. That raster looks a lot better. And of course RGB, which is wild. What is that? Nope, that's not it. Diagram 2.0 alpha. So it is going to have some weird stuff. And it does 19.2 on serial now. Look at that. Oh, that's why I'm... Oh, shit. Hold on. Diagram 2.0, 19.2 serial. My shit was saved 9600 like the old days. This is just working. What are other tests? Let's see what's in here. Auto config detailed. Ooh, Terrible Fire 360 or 1260 diagnostics. There is no Zorro 2. That's works perfectly. Stuck keys at boot, nothing. Good to know that the serial 19.2 happened because I would have been like, that's screwed and ripped through the whole serial bus. Let's put the owner's Kickstart ROM spec in there. Stuck in low. Stuck in low. We got the diagram, but we ain't got no Kickstart. Because the ROMs are effed. The ROMs are effed. F these ROMs. I got 314 for a 3000 sitting right here. 181. 180. I just want to see what it does. I mean, Denise looks like death. I don't know how it's working. Low, high. SCSI bus. 315 Amigas have been saved. Look at that crazy hair. Holy crap. Holy crap. DMAC wasn't popped in. Holy friggin' crap. Board swap. So this will be your better BBS board, I'm telling you that, than that other rev6 ROM tower turd. I will put your ROMs in here in a second. So your Kickstart 2's dead. Let me take a photo for the owner. Try his ROMs. Now, the fun begins. Kickstart 3.2. Let's boot ATK. Alright, my texts are going off like mad. Memory. We got 4 megs. Let's do the region. I got to take the chip out of the other one. We're going to test the 1 meg on board here, this stuff, before I go gung-ho. Because if any of these are bad, I'll know it's in this 1 meg batch. I don't know anything about the other 1 meg batch. So this lid was on the Buster, just sitting there. It's a piece of plastic. And it was, there's the Buster. Just sitting in there. Don't know what revision. Probably fried because it was de-lidded. And you get to really see the intricacies of the chip. It's kind of neat. Alright, so this RAM is on 4.2 and it too has passed the RGB gradient, checkerboard, alternating. That's normal for this monitor. ATK 118, 120, your flavor. 18's my favorite. This just works. 47102 Kickstart, github.com, Kier Fraser, Amiga-stuff, or Kier F. So Kier Fraser, thank you for your excellent work with this program. So I'm going to go ahead and transplant the rest of the RAM. I'm going to seal this up, solder mask, clean it up the rest of the way as it should be. Put the amber system in there and make sure it's good. So amber's in. I need to adjust it because the phase is out. It's wiggly. This little yellow thing right here, shot of deoxin. What does that do? Cleans up the goop. Ceramic screwdriver. This is non-metallic because it's like the game of operation. This is the wrong color. I think this is the wrong one. They're always blue up here. I think this has been changed. And the yellow ones are different. They're for your clock. That's why this isn't... I don't think this is the correct... I don't think this is correct. There we go. It's clear. It's clear. Look at that. This potentiometer is way different value than the other one. So it took a lot more turns to get it enabled. Next is the chip RAM in these slots. I don't know what's wrong with this board, but it can be used for logic for other crap and ports for a Amiga project that he's working on. So you can use all these ports and things, and that's perfect. Cool. 1 second. Turn this off and pop these chips out and transplant them. This one's got a smack of rust on it. I'm going to hit it with a fiberglass pen. Okay, we're going to ATK this, see if it shows it with 2 meg. Still got 1 meg of chip, so we got bad chips. Bad. Bad. I'm having a hell of a time with these damn things. Freaking zip 20s. I think working from the back forward is actually a little bit easier. Let's see what ATK says this time. Should boot a little faster with RAM. 16 mega fast, 1 mega chip, because I got to backbit the other stuff. But I need to test this RAM. So let's hit it, and that's going to take a good long time. RAM test's good. We're going to go out and we're going to reset with my hard drive. So we're going to test that too. So turn this off, pull the GoTech out. SCSI is your top one. This should have termination power. It does. This is 3.2.1. So there we go. Hard drive's working. Hard drive light is working. If you could, can you see that? I'll just go into something called installs. And we have like sysspeed, which Amiga. I have some tools on this. 321 update. Let's run which Amiga and see what it says. Here 25 megahertz, 68030 MMU running. You are an Amiga 3000 tower or an Amiga 3000. This is the Extended Wrangler Edition 2022. I'm sorry, this is on an angle. This thing is tilted way over. I have a 3000 motherboard balancing on the camera. I had a 3000 motherboard balancing on the camera tripod, and now it's balancing on the board. A little bit better. I'm not used to this camera. It's bigger. And I have state of the art. That was 9 fingers. State of the fart. Spaceballs. That should work too. F10 to quit. Hard drive image too, by the way. PAL starts right up. Works fine. Audio's working perfect. Floppy drive's working perfect. Hard drive SCSI is working perfect. Alright, we've seen that 347,000 times. There. So this chip is just extra crusty, as you can see. And this is probably going to be the one that fails. And his friend, too, that was in the drippy spot of normality. I'll pull that one out and stick it on top. Oh, what do you know? It failed, because look at the damn legs. Look like my granddad's ankles. We'll pull that out there and put this other rusted one in there. Sure, this one's good. Alright. Well, there we go. And the rest look okay, but you know, they'll probably all fail. And I have to find some RAM chips because I think I used them all up. 1 second. I have like 5. These are brand new. Testing normal mode. This is fun. Yep, that's good. And I'm sure the other one is fine too. We'll just throw that right here. The, what the hell you call it? The, oh my god, Zulu Mini. The Zulu Mini has already been tested on this, and it works, but, get in there. The owner provided a Zulu in a bag that I found, along with some capacitors. There we go, passed all tests. Do you know how Popeye kept his favorite tool from rusting? He stuck it in olive oil. Sorry, that was a dad joke. I'm old, okay? It's funny to me. 2 megs a chip. She is all fixed. Now all I gotta do is build a hard drive image. Good Lord. Hi, welcome back to the 3000. I found another bag. Now, this is post Vitamin review, and Vitamin right here, we are running off of it. Everything's running off of it. And computers are booting and things are holding on, and I'm only using 13 watts for this whole thing. I thought it was way more than it was. Very efficient Hewlett-Packard, whatever model machine that is. So, the last part I left off on this, we were adding the new RAM into this board. We're going to boot, and the last thing I have to do is build a Zulu hard drive image or copy my minis, because my mini image is the exact same Kickstart, which I might do. But inside of here, whoops, sorry I ripped the thing. Alright, this says, there's like little notes everywhere. Workbench number 4, Workbench 321, another not mentioned item. Sorry, totally optional if you want to deal with it. I messed up while trying to get my 1200 running and formatted my OS321 Workbench install compact flash card. I only purchased one CF card for all 3 machines. If possible, can you restore this compact flash cards? Meaning, can you put 321 on the provided SD card and try, so I can try to get it set up on my 3000 that you can get it running again? I have provided a Zulu adapter and internal SCSI cable to assist you with this task if you decide to do this task. So, okay. Alright, we have a couple SD card micros. We have an Amiga Workbench 321 that somebody bought 3000D or T. We have a SCSI cable from the 3000, the original SCSI cable, because she's short and she has the extra bits. Zulu, this is the 1.1. This is not the RP2040. Just stabbed myself in the foot with a piece of lead from the soldering gun. Under full load here, we're at 152 watts. I got 4.5 hours of studio time. The lights here now are all tied in, and the Google box that controls them. So 150 watts, not bad. The harder you're sucking it, the shorter you're gonna last.
Don't you dare.
And that's true for many things. We'll use one of my like vampire adapter or something similar to restore an image on this. Beautiful. My final steps on this motherboard, I do have to solder mask the battery area again, make that nice and prettier. There's no capacitors on this. You're missing all your caps. Why? You don't have a power Berg, and you don't have the capacitors on here. This isn't going to terminate power. It's not going to get power without the caps on there for SCSI termination power. So I'm going to have to power it off of a micro USB card here, and that should do something. Not a DOS device in DH0. So this is going to need to have Berg power added to it, because this rudimentary Zulu is missing its other capacitors. So I guess you bought the optional nothing one. I'm going to go ahead and put the Berg LP4 on here because you don't have one. The final bit takes the longest. Like when I'm doing your repairs, I'm just ripping through it. That's when the custom things happen. That's when it takes a little longer. So we're going to take 4 of these 90-degree LP4s. Helmet a Goober, WepTools 982.3. We're on the C115 tip precision soldering station. Love this thing. Cool, that's that. They're on. Now the device can be powered by the motherboard. We'll turn it on and make sure it works. Energize. There's your light. There's your SCSI. And there's your booting Amiga. Load module failed. It's like 800 locale discs on here. She kicked on her fan to cool off because I've been pulling some mad wattage. It'll take you back in time to when my water heater used to turn on all the time, or the air conditioner would come on, or the heater system when I was on that side of the wall. About 30 seconds of cooling. Not bad. I was gonna go to GVPM. Yeah, my brain. So if you go to gvp-m.com, check this out. Welcome to GVP. And you can still, whoa, knock your camera on the wrong direction. You can still go price list. Check this out. Price list. So A2000 683040 is $375. Not available. But the A2000 040 6840 $495 in stock. Online shopping not available because the link issue has been reported by Tom. Okay, that's fine. 68060 $595 in stock. A4000 040 T-Rex 1 new $300. Are you kidding me? These are whatever year prices these are, but amazing. A500 6830 $335 not available. So in stock we got the Spectrum 2428. I know because I got one in my 4000. The 4008 SCSI RAM, $100. Reconditioned, got that. I know because I own one. The A4000 040 SCSI 2 interface, I don't have that. Time-based correctors, FRAM sims, combined filters, Genlocks, DSS8 Sound Studio, and the sound update. I do have that. I paid $99 for mine. Kevin has it now. Oh god, that scared me. And then we got some RAM products. Alright, so we're done with while the fan's on again because I'm really pulling mad load. Back to the Amiga. I'm going to click proceed. There we go. So 3, 2, 1. We matched the ROMs. It boots. Got stuff. 30 seconds of heat. So we're going to run a new shell. And I'm going to run the zip test. This is a program from Mr. Chris Hooper. It's available on Aminet, and it will test all of the zips, zip 20s, and tell you exactly which ones are bad, the socket that they're in, and if all is well. So if I had a bigger screen, it would be better. Zip test, and you just press enter, and it'll go through every single socket, U180 whatever, and every single thing. Oh, now you're going to be tight? There we go. And you can clearly see that they're all good, every socket, every bank, and it will test each cell. Very incredible. Address line, memory cell test. This is way more in depth of any test that you can get on either Diagram, Amiga Test Kit, or anything. So zip test, I think there's even an update that was done in 2024 by Mr. Hooper. And an incredible job. So Chris, thank you. Stefan, thank you. You guys are an awesome, awesome group of people. Bingo. So all of our zip 20 RAM is good. And that's zip test from Mr. Chris Hooper. We could play like Space Debris. So that's off this little speaker right here. Good. There's MP3s on there, and players, and Power Player, and Aminet Radio, and Hippo, and Song Player, Deli Tracker. And so just some stuff to get you started. Virus Z, of course. Internet stuff. I got the backups done on the Zulu. I just solder masked the board. It's a big green pile right here, but it will lighten up a little bit. I'm going to UV cure it. It's going to take a while. I have the Zulu images configured, even a backup card on the secondary, so it matches. There's a master folder called 3000D, and on the root of the card is a HD0 and an HD1. My 3.2 that I built for this, 3.2.1, match the ROMs. So stay tuned for the next video where I'm going to restore this card that was purchased with Amiga OS 3.2.1 Workbench on there from amigastore.eu. They're licensed resellers from Hyperion Entertainment, so Mr. Ben won't bite their head off. And we'll take a look at that. So I'm going to strip apart a 1200 and rebuild a Type 76 partition on a compact flash to IDE adapter. Re-greened. Nice and thick. It ain't going nowhere. So, there we go. Cool. So that's going to wrap it up for this Amiga 3000. We have the Zulu working with an image. So this Amiga's fixed, and by the time this video comes out, the owner, Mr. Dave, will have these back and be enjoying them again. That was a long one. And yeah, clogs up the pipe when I got to do massive repairs. This was kind of like 3 boards in one, and it took me the better part of 4 days. Now, that's nothing, because I've had boards that have been here for 3 months, and I haven't gotten them working yet. And some even longer. So thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.
Amazing drive, Chris. Keep the Amiga dream alive. Please consider joining the Patreon.
Yo, it's Big Snoop D.O. Double Gears. When people ask me, do I really know Dr. Chris? To which I say, hells yeah, I know him.
Thanks for checking this out. And as Dr. Chris says, thanks for watching, and we hope you learned something.
Wow, that was great. Please consider helping Dr. Chris.
Dr. Chris, he's the best there ever was. I can tell you that personally, besides me, of course.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?